Do you ever leave your pet alone in a basement or a closed room? If you do, I need you to listen very carefully, because this common mistake could tragically cost your pet their life. Many well-meaning pet owners think a basement or a closed-off room is a safe, quiet space for their furry friends. It seems logical, right? Out of the way, where they can't get into trouble. But veterinarians are sounding the alarm, warning that this practice can be extremely dangerous for both dogs and cats. Today, I'm going to break down the 4 biggest reasons why you should never leave your pets in these isolated spaces, and I'll give you some simple, safe alternatives that will keep them happy and healthy. Let's start with the first hidden danger: poor air quality. Basements are notorious for having stagnant air. This means lower oxygen levels and a higher concentration of harmful things your pet is breathing in. Think about it. Mold, spores, dust mites, and even invisible toxic gases like radon or carbon monoxide can accumulate in these poorly ventilated areas. Pets, especially dogs, breathe much faster than we do. This means they inhale a larger volume of these toxins relative to their body size, which can quickly lead to serious respiratory problems, trigger terrible allergies, or even cause long-term lung damage. You might not notice the air quality is bad, but your pet's sensitive system definitely will. The second major risk is extreme temperatures. Basements and closed rooms rarely have the same stable temperature as the rest of your house. In the winter, they can become dangerously cold, like a refrigerator. Your pet, left alone on a cold concrete floor, can easily develop hypothermia. On the flip side, during the summer, these same spaces can turn into stuffy, humid ovens with no airflow. Unlike us, pets can't just take off a layer or turn on a fan. They have a much harder time regulating their body temperature. This can lead to dehydration, heatstroke, or even shock, all of which are life-threatening medical emergencies. It's a risk that simply isn't worth taking. Now, let's talk about the psychological impact. This is danger number 3, severe mental stress and anxiety. Dogs are pack animals, and cats, while more independent, still form strong social bonds. When you lock them away in a closed room, they experience profound loneliness and isolation. This isn't just sadness, it can trigger full-blown panic. You might see this manifest as destructive behavior. A lonely, anxious dog might start chewing on door frames, scratching at walls, or barking incessantly for hours. Some may even injure themselves trying to escape. Cats can react differently, sometimes shutting down completely. They might stop eating, hide constantly, or overgroom to the point of creating bald spots. This isn't bad behavior, it's a cry for help. They feel abandoned and terrified. Finally, and this is perhaps the most frightening danger of all, is the emergency risk. Imagine the unthinkable happens. A fire breaks out in your home, there's a sudden gas leak, or a flash flood starts filling the basement. If your pet is locked in a room or trapped downstairs, they have absolutely no way to escape. They are completely helpless. In the chaos of an emergency, rescue teams are focused on getting people out, and they may not even know a pet is trapped in a closed-off part of the house. By the time anyone realizes, it could be too late. Leaving them in an accessible area gives them a chance to survive. So, what should you do instead? The solution is simple and much kinder. First, always keep your pets in open, well-ventilated areas of your home where they can be part of the family. If you need to contain them for their safety or to protect your furniture, use baby gates or pet playpens instead of closing doors. This allows for crucial airflow, light, and lets them see and hear what's going on, which dramatically reduces their anxiety. You can also create a dedicated pet-safe room, but make sure this room has windows for natural light and fresh air, their favorite toys, a comfy bed, and water. The key is to make it a happy sanctuary, not a prison, and whenever possible, provide them with the interaction and supervision they need to thrive. Your pet trusts you completely. They depend on you for their safety, their comfort, and their happiness. Their life is literally in your hands. Never put them in a situation where they could be silently harmed or trapped. Isolating them in a basement or a locked room is a gamble with their well-being. Please, choose kindness and safety every single time. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to Pet Health and Care and hit that like button. Share this video with every pet owner you know. Together we can protect more precious lives. See you in the next one.